Hey everyone, back for another hike. It's Sudden Region Forest. Looks like a pretty big one. I don't think we're gonna go too far today. It's pretty chilly. But yeah, I'm gonna try and put my sweater on first before I start freezing already. Alright, put the extra sweater on. Holy fur out here. Not sure where I get all these wise ideas. Should go hiking now. Raining yesterday, and today it's like -5. But very glad I brought that extra sweater. You never know what kind of situation you come across. It's always good to be prepared, even if you just got the basics. But extra sweater is very important in the end of March when it was 20 degrees, and now for some reason it's back to like -4. Cold and heat don't mix. Maybe one day if I get more meat on my bones, it'll be better. But for now, we're just gonna adventure, see what we can find. Oh, and I see a nice little homemade teepee I'll show you guys right now. Alright, so you see the big, I thought it was a small teepee, but by the time we got up to it, pretty humongous, eh? Just look at the sheer height of that thing. Somebody put a lot of effort into it, I would say. Looks nice. Definitely would be a little cold at night with all those holes, but I'm sure in the summertime somebody will make it all nice and purdy. Do you guys ever have a curious mind like myself and wonder if there's any things that shouldn't belong in here? Like, you never know. You could find, I guess, tires, old cars. I mean, it's endless. You could find bodies. But yeah, I imagine nobody comes out here and investigates, but if anybody ever does, that'd be pretty cool to find out what they find in these places. Well, came across a second teepee, not as well preserved as the other one, but definitely progress. Looks like somebody spent quite a bit of work making this too. In the springtime, summertime, be a good little hut for somebody to camp in overnight. Found this little creek to be pretty cool. It's almost like it just all covered in leaves. It keeps going, and just the shape of it, to me, I think it's rather unique. Or it's possible that was man-made at one point, but I like it. It's pretty interesting. Look at all those soon to be pretty big trees, right? And yeah, it's definitely nipply out here. So I'm trying not to hold the camera too long because my fingers are freezing off. But yeah, pretty place. I'm very glad I convinced myself to start doing this YouTube channel, even if nobody a couple years down the road even watches this video all the way to the end. It's still a great experience to be able to go all these places, even by myself, and convince myself to be able to do it. So if I can do this, you guys can do it. Goal, like I said, to start this YouTube channel is trying to inspire others to do the same thing. And if I can do this, you can do it. So there's no reason to hide at home doing nothing all day, wondering who's gonna make your life better. The only person that's gonna make your life better is you, yourself, and you. You have to get up and go and do it. Just like I'm doing. Even in the freezing cold, still hiking. And I might find that unique thing, I might find that cell phone, or I just might find the wonderful experience of the nature as the bitter cold of winter. But either way, we're gonna keep on going. Here we go to some wonderful plaque that we're gonna read in 20 years from now. But if anybody's gonna read them all, hopefully it's gonna be Bubs. Bubs likes reading these plaques. Oh wow, that's a big one. Southern Regional Forest. I like it. Pretty. Lots to read. Very nice area. I think we're gonna try to take this route. Of course, we're trying for something a little more interesting than straight. Alright. Continuing on this hike. I'm debating which way to go, really. I mean, this way seems to be the direction to go back. So I think we might start heading back. Because I have no idea how far this goes. And I'm not sure if it's going to snow at all today or not. But nice little bridge. I think whoever made this for us, because without it, you'd get swamp. And more swamp. So, yeah, this is good. And a nice long distance trail. Those are kind of the best ones that are marked off on Google Maps, because then you know half the people aren't actually going to travel the trail that you're on. Which is awesome, especially with COVID and all that crap. So you want to keep your distance as much as you can and walk until you can't walk anymore. But we're doing good right now. The terrain isn't bad, as you can see. Now this is another question. Do you go that kind of direction, littlest trail that you can hardly see, or do you walk a nice clear path? Normally I'd go the one I'm not sure where it goes, but my record from the last couple of days is every time I go a path like that, it doesn't really go anywhere. And then I get myself lost, which is fine. Getting lost is alright. As long as you got the right supplies and your basic materials, and you don't lose your backpack full of the basics, then you're fine. But if you do, and you drop it into like swampland like this, then you might be up shit's creek without a paddle. We're gonna keep on going, and best part is there's nobody out here. Nobody exploring this. So it's totally ours to explore as much as we want. Oh, see folks way over there. So we're not the only one that took this long trail. But we'll definitely keep going. I have a no, that can't possibly be that sign that we just saw maybe 10 minutes ago. No way. I can't be back already. Wow, we are. Holy Toledo. I am shocked. I thought that was going to be a massive turnaround. But it's not. So we already been in that direction. We just went much higher and harder terrain, uphill, I should say. Wow. I can't believe we're back already. Right back to the Southern Forest. Much easier than I thought. It's quite the hill to go down, ladies and gentlemen. But we're prepared for it. We go nice and slow. Not too bad so far. It's getting much warmer out, which is awesome. Kind of a little disappointed that this trail only leads 3 or 4 kilometers. Seems like there's multiple multiple trails going in multiple ways, which is good. Once you keep your sense of direction, you're fine. Yeah, I think we're gonna try this way. I'm sure we know where that way goes. See what we can find down here. Ooh. Just gotta be very careful on the ankles. You hurt an ankle out here, you're in trouble. Yeah, that looks pretty. So, watch out for these steel poles in the ground for some reason. Just keep on walking and try not to fall. Not to fall is a very important thing. Oh, it's a very nice area. Oh, right now, for some reason, it feels like my feet are squished because they're holding the ground so hard. Trying not to fall. Alright. Nice adventure. How many years do you think it took for all those trees out in that swampish area? Perfect place to store materials you don't want found. But how many years do you think it took to grow all that moss? Oh. To me, I think that'd be many years. It's pretty. The trails are nice. No coyotes so far to chase you. No black bears. I don't think there's any black bears around here, but if there's any kind of bears at all, it's definitely a black bear versus a brown bear. But I think, I could be wrong, but I think they would all still be hibernating, even though it was like plus 20 degrees for a whole week. And again, I don't know too much about hibernating. I know I do that really good in the wintertime. But maybe if this YouTube thing works out, we'll bring you on hikes in the wintertime too. Yeah. Wish I could find some unique flowers or something that nobody's ever seen. Make it more interesting. Oh, in the springtime it would be easier, but right now we're still in winter wonderland. So keep trekking up these trails. I'm so curious where they're going. You know what's a little frustrating? When you walk 3 or 4 days in a row, and it doesn't matter where you walk or what trails you go on, trails you've never been on, and you walk 2 or 3 kilometers into said trail, and then you find no trespassing signs. But you didn't find it at the start of the trail. And luckily it seems like there's an option to go and step backwards. But if you're gonna block off trails, you guys see no trespassing, can you at least do us hikers a favor and block it off at the front? So then we don't waste our time going back and forth. This looks like it was a nice teepee. Somebody's gonna rebuild it in the springtime, I'm sure. Maybe do some camping or hunting out here. And we found a bench. You guys know how I like benches. It says recruiter walkers. Oh, and even a little birdhouse. Isn't that cute? Some little kid, I'm sure, came out here with their parents and put out some bird feeders. That is so cute. So yeah, Mr. Trespassing Signers, please put it at the front of the trails. Thank you. And so we continue. Getting close to another sign or plaque, you can say. Haven't seen anybody in a long time. But yeah, somebody think this is a different one, yeah. Turtle eggs and turtle habitats. It's pretty cool. So that direction is back to the car. In this direction, it's probably a different route to the car, so we'll take this one. It's warming up for sure, which is very nice because it was pretty bitter cold. Feet are getting sore, but that's alright. Tomorrow will be a break day. Not every day you find a massive tree uprooted. So I'm 6 feet tall, and this is much taller than me. Standing at the bottom, and look how much taller that is. That's like gotta be close to 8 feet tall. It's cool though. Lots of birds. Massive trees. It's gotta be like 30 feet tall. Uprooted. Wow. Yeah, you just don't see that every day. At least I don't. Oh, getting muddy again. Wow. We finally are almost out of that muddy mess. I found a nice wooden walkway. Wow, it's so muddy. You can see people's footprints. I was gonna say paw prints. Of the ones that sunk. And that's the best. That's free entertainment for me. Anybody I see in this path, I'll turn around, man. It's so muddy. Well, this is the end of the video, guys. If anybody actually made it to the end, I'd greatly appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button and the like button, and we'll see you on the next adventure.